Hello everybody, my name is Algam, and welcome back to Deathmark 2. Previously we defeated Hanako of the toilet, and now move on to the next case. There are sacred objects in one corner of the room. Moe put them there. I'm sure she intentionally left them here so I could make use of whatever I need. Oh, so I could also just do it myself. And it looks like there's going to be 8 souls per chapter. Makes sense. When I enter the faculty room, ask one of the teachers to call Mr. Konoe. Oh, you're here, Mr. Yashiki. Idle hands are the devil's playthings. Let's get down to business. So, where shall we start? Hanako toilet. I've read your investigation report. Mr. Konoe lowers his voice. He probably doesn't want the other teachers to hear us. It's hard to believe that Hanako's spirit killed Izumi and Horikoshi. Goodness. You witnessed some of it. It's the truth. You have to accept it. I'm very aware of that. Be that as it may, I don't think everyone else is going to believe it. To tell you the truth, some teachers and students are starting to wonder about you. They're curious about the man wandering around, questioning students. Oh, great. They find me suspicious. Especially our curriculum coordinator, Miss Sakamoto. You seem to have touched a nerve with her. I'm begging you, don't make her mad. Oh, that? The families have contacted the police. A detective came to our school to investigate. It was only for formalities, though. I managed to send him on his way. That easily? Over 10,000 minors go missing every year. Without it being a clear criminal case, they won't investigate it seriously. Or rather, they can't investigate it. There aren't enough clues. We haven't gotten any new notices. You'll be the first person to know if one arrives. Oh, okay. I can't see any hints that could lead me to the departed's identity. Figuring this out without any clues is basically impossible. It's not like I'm hoping for a new notice. I just wish there was something I could inspect. By the way, Yashiki, do you know why I wanted you to come earlier than usual today? I want you to teach some classes as a temporary teacher. Excuse me? Our Japanese history teacher's fallen ill. They won't be returning to work for a while. And since you're here, I want you to teach a supplementary course. Hold on a sec. Why do I need you to take this seriously. Besides, you'll benefit from this as well. If you're standing in front of the students teaching a class, it will allay their suspicions and quash their doubts. That will make your investigation proceed more smoothly, don't you think? Me become a teacher? I mean, I could teach them how to be spirit cops, but I mean, that's about the extent of my knowledge. You must be joking. Sorry, but refusal isn't an option. This is an order from your client. Do whatever you like as long as it'll be useful for the students. I assume you have some knowledge about folklore studies and occultism since you chase spirits. Just use them as your subject matter, and spin it as being historic or something. Good luck, Yashiki. I didn't think I'd actually have to teach a class. I'm in deep trouble. Suspensive Act, Act 1. Teach a class. If we fail it, we will not be able to continue investigating. One of the teachers gives me a very brief guidance on how to conduct the class. And with that, I head to one of the second-year classrooms in the new building. The moment I enter the class, all eyes are on me. I feel like I'm an object in some kind of exhibition. I want to just turn around and leave. However, I've got to do this. After a quick introduction, I begin my class immediately. It's too late to turn back now. Time to suck it up and be a teacher. What kind of lesson should I teach, though? Since I'm acting as a Japanese history teacher, a lesson related to that would be good. 3 topics spring to mind as candidates. Okay, I thought this was going to be an actual suspensive act. Well, the horrors of the Great H City Air Raid, then. Half a century ago, many lives were lost when H City was bombarded. That event was the origin of many ghost stories in H City. From there, I segue into the changing situations during World War II. For the first time in days, I'm actually happy to hear the sound of a bell ringing. I made it to the end of the class. Bidding the students a good rest of their day, I leave the classroom. I return to the special building while responding to the students who greet me in the hallway. Phew. I exhale deeply, feeling immensely relieved. Giving an hour-long lecture with all eyes on me was no easy task. I've got a newfound respect for all the teachers who have to go through this every single day of the school year. Mr. Yashiki. Mr. Yashiki. Miss Sakamoto is waiting for you. Please return to the faculty room. What does Sakamoto want from me? Mr. Konoe said she hates me. That's not the room I wanted to go to. When I enter the faculty room, I ask one of the teachers to call Miss Sakamoto. There you are, Mr. Yashiki. Please, take this. One of our students found it at the end of the corridor and brought it here. It's a new notice. Dear Gold Prize, Kashima will kill you tonight. I'm watching, hiding in the school. Your beloved, the departed. Looking at the format, it's definitely consistent with the Departed's notices. In that case, the target this time is Gold Prize, and there's a new spirit named Kashima? You certainly have it rough, huh? Being tugged to and fro to respond to the students' pranks. A sneer crosses her face. I'm guessing she doesn't believe the Departed exists. I doubt Mr. Konoe explained the details of Izumi and Horikoshi's murders to her. Can I ask you something, Miss Sakamoto? Do you have any ideas who Gold Prize and Kashima are? I haven't the foggiest notion. If you have no more business with me, I'll be taking my leave. I'm a curriculum coordinator, and I have lots of things to do. Giving me the cold shoulder, she leaves the room. I guess that confirms the rumors of her hating me. Alright, where should I start? I can't let anyone fall victim this time. I need to set my investigation strategy first. Time to head back to the infirmary and devise a plan of attack. Oh, found ya. Is that Sho? An energetic voice fills the room.
Yo, Ossan.
Sup, old man? What are you doing here, Sho? Nakamatsu told me you're here. Heard about the case? I want in. Unable to hide my surprise at his sudden visit, I decide to ask him some things first. Hey, what's been going on in your life? This is Sho Nagashima, a high school student in H City as well as one of the mark bearers. As you can see, he's one lively delinquent. He plays baseball a lot, so he's strong and fit. Though he does have one notable weakness. I appreciate your concern, but the problem we're dealing with here involves your Achilles heel, spirits. So what then? It ain't my first time dealing with spirits. I ain't no chicken, you hear? Despite his boisterous protestations, he's clearly shaking. While he has way more guts than other people, he has a crippling fear of the supernatural. It's so bad that his body practically shuts down as soon as he hears the word spirit. I never did ask him why he's so afraid, though. Did he have some kind of traumatic event when he was young? The hell, old man? Why are you looking so concerned and all? It's pissing me off. Where did you get that uniform? You don't go to this school. This? I borrowed it from Watanabe's friend. I ain't really a blazer kind of guy, though. This preppy shite clashes with me so hard, it's giving me chills. Real men only rock a short jacket and harem pants. Ask what he's doing here. To help you out, of course. Let me be your assistant. Goodness, you're just like I. Where is she, by the way? She said a TV thing came up suddenly, so she couldn't come. Eh, too bad, huh? No cute eye at your side today. You could say I'm glad, though. I've caused you trouble before, so this is my chance to return your kindness. You're making an awfully large deal out of it. I can't help it. That's just who I am. With the pleasantries concluded, I explained the situation to Sho. His determination is as strong as ours. He's one stubborn fellow. Who knows what he'd do if I refused? He'd probably rush in alone. It's much safer for everyone if I take him along as my assistant and keep an eye on him. By the way, that old man Daimon called earlier. He said he had some urgent business, and he'd be late. That old man's still a coffin mess, eh? What was it again? Doctors make the first patients? Mashita told me something like that. Doctors make the worst patients. I'm pretty sure that's what Mashita taught you. Speaking of, where the hell is he? Figured he'd be here with you since we're dealing with spirits. Mashita's a former detective and a mark bearer. He often joins me investigating strange happenings. Following a series of events in our previous case, Sho looks up to him as an older brother. Aw, well ain't that good for you, Mashita? You got a little runt as a little brother. We were actually talking on the phone just last night. He's currently out of town on a different case. He didn't go into detail, but it seems like it's a pretty big case with a lot of people's lives at risk. Basically, something that required his urgent attention. Aw, man. So, how are we gonna do this thing? Pretty much the same way we started out with the case of Hanako of the toilet. Focus on the spirit mentioned in the notice and try to prevent casualties. We'll start by trying to figure out the identity of Kashima. If we don't know who Kashima is, we'll never be able to figure out what their grudge is. We also need to identify the gold prize mentioned in the notice. Aren't they like the next target? Correct. If we know who gold prize is, that may lead us to Kashima's identity. Time to get moving. Where should we go? Dorio and Kinakawa from the student council know a lot about the school's rumors. Let's ask them. Hell yeah! Let's roll! Alright, what have you got on ya? Sho's favorite item, a small hand grip to build strength that he always keeps in his pocket. Sho relies on his fists more than anything, so he will fidget with this often. +2 strength bought at a sports store and weighs 105 grams. Holy cannoli, that's a lot of strength. You're dumb as a box of rocks, you don't really have any spirit power, and your dexterity is below average. Actually, I didn't even read. An otaku that helps the protagonist via his obsessive knowledge of tech and the internet. He has been friends with the protagonist since he saved Eita's life during a bizarre case. He is logistical support and combs the internet for info. High school student and delinquent, he has been friends with the protagonist since he saved Sho's life during a bizarre case. A bit rough at first, but he is a caring, honest boy. Abjectly terrified of spirits. Has great physique and stamina. No one in the student council room. It's unusual to see this place empty after school. Maybe they just headed out for a bit? Let's kill some time here while we wait for them. Oh, interesting. We can investigate this place. The trash can is empty and its bag liner has been replaced, though it still smells somewhat musty. Thick binders are lined up on the shelf. Records of each year's committee meetings are stored here. There are several printouts on the whiteboard. One of them is about the clock tower. Konohara Academy Student Council notice. Konohara Academy's 70th anniversary project. Wake up, clock tower. Built to commemorate the school's 10th anniversary, the clock tower is a representation of Konohara's 70-year history. To commemorate the 70th anniversary of the school, we would like to make another attempt to repair the clock tower, and your signature is required for this to happen. Your cooperation will be greatly appreciated. Let's use our power to move the hands of the clock again. Konohara Academy's clock tower, huh? A symbol of Konohara Academy that looms so large you can even see it from afar. However, the clock stopped moving and the bell no longer works. The student council has decided to take it upon themselves to make the clock move once again. Wait a minute. Whenever the departed's voice rings in my ears, I always hear a bell sounding. Furthermore, when I arrived here for the first time, I heard the sound of that bell ringing. That bell shouldn't work anymore. The students seemed indifferent to the bell back then, and I just assumed it was because they were just used to it. But maybe it's because I'm the only one who can hear the bell tolling. But why? Ah, interesting.
これは
On the desk, I find a notepad with something written on it. Student meeting agenda, incorporating measures against mold and pests. How rude of you to call insects pests. I don't find any useful information. Mr. Yashiki, I didn't know you were here. I'm doing some more investigating. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? Sure, go ahead. I told Dorio about the notice we found. Gold prize in Kashima, huh? That sound familiar to you? It does, yes. Can I ask something first, though? Horikoshi's been absent for a while now. Some even say she's gone missing. Is it possible that she was killed by Hanako? I can't bring myself to answer her. The headmaster told me to keep it a secret, and I don't want to make her anxious. I knew it. However, she's astute enough to discern the truth through my silence. If the rumors are true, then, once you're targeted by the departed, it's over for you. About that, I think it might be referring to slit-mouthed Kashima. I'm intrigued. Tell me more. Slit-mouthed Kashima is a spirit that's rumored to haunt the bus stop near the school. Ah, yeah, of course. Thank you, Ada, for giving me a very convenient excuse to go to the bus stop. That's it? Any details about sightings or anything else? I don't really know the details. Didn't I tell you before? I'm really scared of things like ghost stories. Gold prize, huh? Like the gold prize in a competition? Oh, I see what you're thinking. So the target is a student who has received a gold prize. Do you know of anyone like that? I haven't heard anyone winning anything recently. Our school isn't that passionate about club activities. Really? But there are trophies and certificates lined up at the entrance. In the past, we used to be competitive. Before we became a prep school, many students were enthusiastic about club activities and sports. But nobody's really like that anymore. Oh, about slit-mouthed Kashima. Maybe Michiho knows something more? She loves that kind of thing after all. Where is she? She's gone home, but she'll probably come back if she knows you're looking for her. I think she likes you ever since you complimented her hair. I actually find it kind of amazing that teachers don't scold her for her hair. Did I say something wrong? No, it's nothing. Michiho might be a bit strange, but she's not a bad girl. Please be nice to her. I asked Dorio to call Michiho and leave the student council room. The school will be closing shortly. All students, please promptly vacate the school grounds for today. Oops, time's up. Let's return to the infirmary and start prepping for the search tonight. Really? Hold on. Alright, old man, let's get ready for the night investigation. Diamond should be back by the time we finish. I take a few bites of the convenience store food Sho bought before I start preparations. Finally, the sun sets and there is no sign of anyone left in the school. Old man Diamond's late as frick. I'm tired of just waiting. Let's go on without him. Sho brings up a good point. There's a new notice to worry about. Gold Prize is being hunted by Kashima and may be killed. We can't waste even a second. The student council press said Kashima haunts the bus stop near the school, right? How about we check out that place first? Heh, so we're starting the investigation for realsies? Let's leave the school and go to the bus stop. Wait, actually? Fluff dialogue. Student council, eh? Man, I can never understand why people wouldn't like joining such a formal organization. What's so fun about that? People do things because they're fun. If things aren't fun, why would anyone bother with it? You only think that way because you're young, Sho. That sounds heavy for some reason. Looks like some people work overtime. I don't have fond memories of the faculty room. It still feels unpleasant even though this is a different school. Looks like there are some people who haven't gotten home yet. They're not here though. Don't cause any trouble, Sho. I got it. I won't bother you, old man. But if those teachers look down on us, then I make no promises. That's exactly the situation I'm asking you not to cause trouble in. I like you, Sho. Big of heart, but not a single brain cell. It's cleaner than I thought. It's way different from the library at my school. Do you read books too? Quite the exemplary student, aren't you? Not really. I only went to the library after I broke the window with a ball. Oh. Yeah, I can see that happening. What do you mean by that? The right time to start. God, he looks so much more serious in the, I guess, character sprite here.
Yoshi.
This red stain looks more like mold to me. Still unsettling, though. Ah, interesting. I leave the building through the front door and head for the main gate. Oh no. Really? Even here is... There's tactile paving on the sidewalk between the school gate and building. This safety feature is starting to become more common these days. The school really doesn't cut corners. This kind of thing reminds me that this is supposed to be an exclusive, prestigious school. I find something on the bump near the paving. Here. A splendid gate made of brick, complete with an iron fence. It gives off an austere, historical atmosphere. The nameplate on the gate reads Konohara Academy. My school gate's nothing compared to this. It looks shabby as hell. Alright, what's the scoop? Oh, there you are. Hime said you're looking for me? Guess you've gotten a new notice. I appreciate you coming here, but... Didn't Dorio call you quite a while ago? Oh, I left my phone at the dorm. I was so surprised when I listened to the voicemail. Never expected you'd call me. So I rushed here. Sorry about that, and thanks. Anyway, I see that boy is your assistant now, huh? Piercings, scars on his cheeks, and an intense stare. A delinquent, I take it? Oh, shut up. None of your business. Who the hell is this floaty airhead? Am I some kind of Corazide to you? I don't know how to pronounce that. What do you even say? Hey, enough. I introduce Sho and Michiho to each other. In short, Sho will be helping me tonight. Whoa, sounds like so much fun. Hey, let me join too. Kinokawa smiles mischievously. Looks like she wants to join the investigation. What should I do? Hey Sho, I leave this to you. If Sho acts intimidating, Kinokawa may get scared off and give up. Sho, get her. Hey, you little snot. Stop spitting bullshit. Investigating spirits is a battlefield, you know. Ain't no way we're gonna bring in an amateur. And you look exactly like an amateur. What makes us so different? Yeah. Sho talks himself into a corner pretty quickly. Looks like that was a mistake. But I refuse. I told Kinokawa I can't let her join us. Boo. I won't cooperate with you then. Just FYI, I know some things about Slipmouth Kashima. Speaking as a rational adult, this would be the correct choice in most circumstances. However, I'm going to have a much tougher time pursuing the spirits without her cooperation, and will probably get someone killed. So in light of that, I tell Kinokawa she can join us for a while. A little while sounds good. I have curfew after all. Oh, that reminds me. You called that guy Sho, right? Sure must be nice to be called by your first name. Probably gives you a sense of closeness, huh? Kinokawa stares at me with anticipation. Oh, fine. Let's do our best. Michiho Kinokawa. Oh, jeez. What made you think I'd want that? Do it again. No. Oh gosh, just how dense can you be? Try again. Let's do our best. Michiho. Yep, that's it. Now I feel like we're all in the same boat. Michiho seems happy. Now let's talk. These days, all people talk about is The Departed. People who totally ignored it at first have started to believe they exist now. Especially once Horikoshi became the third victim. She disappeared right after the notice arrived. Everyone's scared they may be targeted next, and thus more students have been skipping school. Are you not scared, Michiho? It's the opposite. My curiosity is piquing. Aren't you curious to know who the Departed is? This isn't a TV show or manga here. We're facing a vicious murderer. Don't be reckless. Okay. Oh, slit-mouthed Kashima? It used to be the talk of the school. The newspaper club did a special feature on them, and it became a big hit among the students. There's a rumor going around Konoehara Academy.
三章口裂鹿島
Oh, okay. This does line up with the slit-mouthed woman. This bus connects the school and M Tower Station. Once the sun goes down, students aren't allowed to get off midway. Because slit-mouthed Kashima will appear. Once, a girl got off the bus and started walking. She heard a strange sound from somewhere. An eerie, metallic sound. And when she tried to listen closely out for curiosity, she heard a voice mixed in with the sound. The sound suddenly stopped right behind her. She looked back without thinking. And saw a tall woman in a long coat. She wore a mask and carried bloody scissors. And that was slit-mouthed Kashima. Huh? You're making all that up, aren't you? No, I'm not. A student really was killed 5 years ago. She got off at that same bus stop. She saw Kashima standing next to the bus stop. Yukami, Ocean, Jimon, Abai. Kashima started walking toward her. The voice and the metallic sound got closer and closer. A bus came from the opposite direction. The girl ran over and got on the bus, not caring where it was headed. The bus left, heading away from the stop where Kashima appeared. The girl took a seat and felt relieved. She convinced herself she was just imagining things. She believed it was all just a dream. The bus took her back to the stop near the school. She had to get off there to go back to the dorm. But you know what? Yukami, Ocean, Jimon, Abe. Kashima had chased after her. And then... that girl was killed by Kashima. Even worse, the way she was killed was unbelievably horrible. God. She was stabbed to death, but from the inside, not outside. Man, the spirits in this game do not hold back with how vicious they are. With all the blades sticking out of her body, she looked like a bloody hedgehog. It was a nightmarish scene. That is how the rumor goes. Imagine dying with scissors bursting out of your body. Gruesome, isn't it? Michiho, there's something I'd like to confirm. Let me guess. The school gate where that student died is... Exactly. It's here. There might have been a dead body right where you're standing. Seriously, dude? Give me a break. Shit. To no one's surprise, the mention of spirits causes Sho's complexion to grow pallid. Though, I have to admit, hearing that story took a toll on me as well. And that corpse disappeared the moment the cops arrived. That's definitely a spiritual phenomenon. Don't you think Slit-Mouthed Kashima is an unusual name? Is there any context behind the name? The slit-mouthed part is based on the story of the slit-mouthed woman. Kashima wears a mask like that legend, and she kills people with scissors. What about the Kashima part, then? Well, everyone knows the urban legend about Reiko Kashima, the girl who was cut in half when she fell off a train. But the details don't match. Reiko Kashima has no legs and cuts people in half with a scythe, not scissors. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, I'm just kinda geeking out because imagine combining two Japanese folk stories into one. So who or what the Kashima part refers to is still unknown. That's all I know. There's not much to go on since it's an old rumor. Even if the target is really some kind of gold prize winner like Hime suggested, I have no idea who that would be. I'm not interested at all in those things. Well, okay then. Shall we get going, Mr. Yashiki? A teacher shouldn't break a promise with their student, alright? With that said, Sho. Sorry man, let's just let her do what she wants for the time being. Jeez, how carefree can you get? She's your problem, old man. I'll be following along from a distance. Don't want to interrupt you. Hey, Sho. You know, I'm pretty confident when it comes to sensing supernatural beings. We'll definitely discover something big. Keep your expectations high. Well, fantastic. At this point, you'll be unable to change your companion for a while. Notice for gold prize. A new notice has arrived at the school. This time, the executor is Kashima. The new target is gold prize. We learned about a rumor involving a spirit called Slit-Mouthed Kashima, who is said to appear on a bus route that connects the school and M Tower Station, especially when someone gets off the bus. Kashima appears along with an eerie metallic scraping sound, muttering in a mysterious voice, "Yukami Ocean Jimon Abe." If Kashima catches you, a huge number of scissors erupt from inside you, killing you. We need to look into Kashima further, so it seems like we'll need to take a bus ride. You deal with that spacey chick, old man. Wow, spirit hunting is as exciting as beetle hunting. Which bus stop does Kashima haunt? Well... Wow, walking around the school at night sure makes your heart beat faster, huh? The vibe is so different compared to daytime, when it's bright out and the area is alive with people. You're lucky that you have permission to experience this, Mr. Yashiki. I'm jealous. I was so shocked when I saw the notice, my drowsiness immediately vanished. Oh well, it's all fluff dialogue at the end of the day. What the? You again? There's a boy wearing a Konohara Academy uniform. What's he doing here? School let out a long time ago. Suspicious boy, who he has an equally suspicious theme. His left eye is a deep blue. Anyone can tell he's not an ordinary boy. Spirit Dr. Kazuo Yashiki. Or should I call you Mr. Yashiki, since you're a teacher here now? Yeah, I'm Yashiki. That's my name. My left eye sees everything. The Grim Reaper is coming after you. You are summoning death upon this school. And finally, in the end, the Grim Reaper's sickle will strike you down as well. A tragic demise awaits you. You're not making any sense. Care to explain? Listen with your soul, not your ears. Only then will you be able to understand. This is a warning. Withdraw from this case, before you and the people around you fall victim to the spirits. As soon as he finishes speaking, the boy leaves. What on earth is his problem? You sure attract strange people, huh? You know him? More or less. He's my senior. He's obsessed with occult stuff and always approaches people who can see. See what? Spiritual beings, duh. What else? He said he can tell when people have spiritual sensitivity. I don't know if he's telling the truth or not. He might just be assuming things on his own. You sure know a lot about him. Did he approach you too? Yep. He stopped doing that since Miss Sakamoto scolded him. Oh, he was following Izumi too. Izumi too. Mind telling me his name, just in case? Sorry, I forgot what his name is. I only remember that it's a really unique name. God, he's going full Chunibyo on us. That boy seems to be famous in Konohara Academy. Looks like a troublesome individual has his eyes on me. What a strange fellow.
これは
There's a bench with paint peeling on every corner. I even see some crushed bugs on the seat. A hawk moth, huh? What a poor soul. May you rest in peace. The bus should be here soon. Oh, right. What exactly are we going to do to investigate Kashima? Shall we start by testing out the rumor? Attempting to reenact the rumor and searching for any evidence of spirits has always been my investigation style, even if that has gotten me killed several times. I tried to recall the content of the rumor. When did Kashima appear again? After you get off the bus. Awesome. You even remember the details. Glad to know you were really listening. That reminds me, Michiho. Which bus stop was Kashima seen at? As far as I know, the rumor doesn't really specifically say which bus stop it is. A bus stop between the school and M Tower Station. So that's M Town Shop, S Cemetery, or K Hospital. Oh, the bus is here. Hey, don't leave me here. The bus sets off on a night journey, and we three are the only passengers. Checking the route map, the bus does stop 3 times before reaching M Tower Station. M Town Shop, S Cemetery, and K Hospital. Well, I highly doubt this is the place. That would be the stereotypical area. It's probably K Hospital because...
次は M 村商店 M 村商店でございます。
The hell's with that busted-ass looking shop? It's giving off some real bad vibes somehow. Hey, come on, you better keep away. What happened here? A crooked guardrail and a slanted pole. Looking at the brake marks on the road, it seems like there was a car accident here. Safe driving is important. You should take that to heart, Mr. Yashiki. There's an old mailbox. It's best not to look into it.
ここ
A dirty glass door. The other side of the door is pitch black, though. It's impossible to make out what's inside. A piece of paper with the word "morning" is posted on the door. Someone who lived here apparently passed away recently. I feel something bumping into my shoes. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. Man, they're just handing out the teeth right off the bat.
よし、いけそうだ。
My spirit increased by level 3. Why is it here? Cora.
よし。
A vending machine with bottled water inside. A rare sight these days. Judging by the lack of any light and the fact that it's not making any sort of mechanical sounds, it seems like it's no longer in use. Heh, this vending machine is kind of rare, isn't it? It's got bottles of water. Is it out of order? Jeez, what a shame. I wanted to buy one for nostalgia. Well, I'm sure no one's going to mind if we just, yoink. God, I really hate the breathing sound. Next up, the cemetery.
次は S レーン S レーンでございます。
Crap. You for real? Nothing good will come from going to a cemetery at night, you know?
これは
I find a pair of scissors on the road. The blade and handle are covered in a red substance. Is this blood? That'd be my guess. Why is it here? Scissors. Don't tell me. Kashima is. Michiho bites her tongue. Though it's clear what she's going to say next. Did Kashima drop this? Eek! Michiho clings to my arm suddenly. Hey, what in the world? Do you feel that? There's something dangerous nearby, staring at us. It must be slit-mouthed Kashima. Oh. I can hear the voice. Voice? What voice? The voice is saying something. You. Kami. Ocean. Jimon. Obey. Michiho? You Kami, Ocean, Jimon, obey. You good, Michiho? Yeah. Just not feeling so good. Sorry for worrying you. I'll just head back to the dorm. Great timing. The bus back to the school just arrived. Bye-bye, Mr. Yashiki. Hey, wait. I'm still not done talking to you. Michiho ignores me and walks to the bus stop on the opposite side of the road. She gets on the bus without so much as a second glance. Sho Nagashima has rejoined the investigation. The hell's up with her? She said she's not feeling too well. Looks like she sensed someone's presence. No way. Was it Kashima? Maybe. They're not here. Maybe they're inside that cemetery? I follow Sho's gaze and find the door leading into the cemetery. Hey, old man. Let's keep those scissors. They might be connected to the spirit.
Yoshi.
It's the spot where the bloody scissors were. There are some tracks on the road, like traces of a sharp, hard object being dragged. They extend into the cemetery. Scissors used by hairdressers. has a thinner and sharper blade than normal scissors, ideal for making delicate, precise cuts. Alright, let's go to the hospital first, then. There's an old bench here. Time and disrepair have started rusting the metal bits of the bench. This is the entrance to K Hospital. Nothing really beats the creepiness of going to a hospital at night. Okay, well this was a huge waste of my time. A vehicle gate that leads to the cemetery. It's shut tight because it's nighttime. Inspecting it closely, there's about a 1 centimeter gap between the gate boards. I should be able to peek inside this way. Jump scare. I bring my face close to the gap. There's only darkness on the other side. The gap's too narrow to make out anything else. Should I climb the gate and look around? The wind blows through the gap. This doesn't feel like an autumn night's wind. Too tepid, damp, and musty. What was that sound? Did the wind rattle the gate or something? The gate doesn't look so weak that a breeze would rattle it, though. Is this the work of some supernatural being? Something falls down from the top of the gate. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth. There's a side entrance next to the cemetery's nameplate. Looks like it's open even at night. Even though it's open late, I don't think I'd be inclined to visit if I didn't have business here. Alright, let's go in the cemetery. Sho and I head inside. We walk among the tombstones. The cemetery isn't large. Probably half the size of Konohara's schoolyard. This place is packed with tombstones, the dead supposedly slumbering underneath. However, I hear the sound of the wind blowing from time to time. Can't help but wonder if that sound is actually the wailing of the restless deceased. Hold up a sec, old man. Sho suddenly halts his steps. He fixes his gaze on the graves. I can't see clearly because it's frickin' dark as shite out here, but... See the name written on that one? Looks like it says Kashima. With how many graves are in this place, it's hard to tell which he's referring to. Let's look around for a bit. Well... The bush. I turn my gaze to the bushes for a moment. I feel like something dark is moving there. It's probably just my imagination, though now I don't really want to stay for too long. Well, my guess is that was the grave that we want to look at. A grave surrounded by withered plants. It looks like this grave has been abandoned for quite some time. I feel sorry for the deceased. The flowers have withered and petals are scattered around the flower stand. The least I can do is make it neat and tidy. Okay, scratch that. I think that's the gravestone. The family's name is engraved on the tombstone. Kashima family grave. The Kashima Sho mentioned must be this one. Is it connected to slit-mouthed Kashima? Let's arrange it. I trim off the withered leaves and brush away the scattered petals. You really are something, old man. Even taking care of a stranger's grave. Something small falls into the ground, along with some ruined bits of stuff. I pick it up. It's an eerie tooth.
これは
There are several small, narrow boxes lined up in front of the tomb. I've never heard of a tradition like this before, though. The boxes are similar in size. They're decorated in ornate lettering. Must be the names of brands. Durandal, R3 cut, King Qatar, Nart Edge. Roland, I didn't know that you left your signature weapon here. I haven't heard of any of these brands before. Cutter and Edge, though. Could they be brands of blades or something? We'll know more once we open the boxes. Am I really going to defile this grave site for an investigation? Of course I am. I pick up one of the boxes. It's so light, as if there's nothing inside. Hey, old man. Do you hear that? Indeed, I do hear a strange sound. Don't tell me this is a sharp metallic sound from the rumor. Oh, okay, it's much closer now. The sound is getting closer. My body's completely tensed up. It's hard to breathe. Is that slit-mouthed Kashima? She's got gigantic blades for legs. Interesting. We're screwed, Scoob. What should we do, old man? Get back, thief. Hey, that is... Whoa. Out of the blue, I feel pain and discomfort as if a foreign object has been shoved into my arm. What's wrong, old man? My arm hurts so bad, like it's being stabbed by a sharp blade. Oh, no. Grr, what's up with your arm? Okay, I thought I was going to be able to prevent this one. Grr, I have no idea. But I'm pretty sure this is Kashima's doing. We need to do something, or else we'll be killed. What should we do, old man? Yeah, I'm hurting pretty bad. I can't really move all that well. So what do we do now? Oh, you have a ton of spirit power. Kashima told us to give it back, but what? Do we need to put the offering back at her grave? Well, it's gotta be the hairdressing scissors, right? Sho, I need you to present the scissors carefully, please. Can you do that for me? Sho graciously holds the hairdresser scissors toward Kashima. Sho timidly extends the scissors toward Kashima with trembling hands. Thief! A sharp pain shoots through my arm. I don't think Kashima's rage will subside anytime soon. I need a different plan. Return the scissors to the grave. Sho puts the hairdresser scissors into the small box and places it at Kashima's grave again. Come on, this should be good enough, right? I've returned the scissors to you. Sho places the box holding the scissors in front of Kashima's grave. Kashima mutters something before disappearing into the darkness. Looks like this is the right choice. She's gone. And my arm is horribly mangled. I probably should go to the hospital. I guess so, yeah. How's your arm, old man? Okay, well, scratch that. The scissors are gone. The heck? You don't have a single scratch on you. What's going on here? No idea. Those scissors might have been an illusion created by Kashima's resentment. Though the pain I felt earlier was definitely real, so we can conclude that curse of hers is quite dangerous. With that said, we shouldn't spend another second here. Let's leave this cemetery. Quick! We don't know whether she's going to attack us again. Yeah, come on. We should be okay here, right? No, this bus stop is Kashima's domain expansion. We better get farther away. Oh, nice. There's a bus coming across the street. Come on, old man. Let's get on it. I'm sorry. The Jujutsu Kaisen brain rot has infected me. That should give us a bit of breathing room. Is she going to chase us like the rumor said? Oh, it's Old Man Daimon. Sho starts talking on his phone. While that's typically bad etiquette when you're on public transport, we're the only passengers, the driver probably doesn't want to make a fuss. Old Man Daimon and Watanabe are in the infirmary. This bus is going to the school, so we can just meet up with him there. I mean, Kashima shouldn't be chasing me. After all, whoever the gold star is the one marked for death. Before long, the bus arrives in front of Konohara Academy. Yikes, who'd sit here? Someone's gotta clean that shite up. Wait. Oh no. Someone is coming this way. It's the boy from earlier. Looks like you've encountered a spirit, Dr. Yashiki. I can see it with my left eye. There are traces of that spirit on your arm. He's probably talking about the curse I got from Kashima. His strange phrasing aside, this boy clearly sees something. I'm impressed that you survived, But keep this in mind. You can't rely on miracles forever. Let me warn you one more time. Give up. Hey, shithead. Cut the bullshit already. What do you want, you bastard? Shut your mouth, you lout. It's heartbreaking to see the renowned spirit doctor has a delinquent as his assistant. You're deficient in intelligence, spiritual capacity, and even character. You're nothing more than an What? At that moment, the boy stiffens. Well, what's wrong? I ended up thinking about them. Just imagining those myriad feet creeping around that nodular body. Disgusting. Hey. Do you hate bugs or something? Don't you say that taboo word in front of me. Sorry. Apologies for coming undone. Speaking of, where is Student Council Vice President Kinukawa? She parted ways with us midway. She went back to the dorm. How odd. I saw her getting off the bus. But she went to the school, not the dorm. Come again? Michiho wasn't acting like herself earlier. I've got a bad feeling about this. Beware. The departed's malevolence is greater than you imagine. Do not dismiss my advice. It's for your own good and the well-being of those around you. I should take my leave. The boy leaves quickly. Oh, I should have asked his name. Don't you dare punch me. Daimon and Moe are waiting inside. Sorry I'm late, Yashiki. I'll be joining your... You okay? No need to worry. I've always been in bad shape. This isn't anything new. Don't tell me to give up. You're not the only one chasing after the departed. Right, we're as frustrated as you. How is the investigation going so far? I tell them all the information we've gathered up to this point. Slit-mouthed Kashima, huh? Been a while since I last heard that name. I heard it used to be a hot topic 5 years ago. Do you know anything? Not really. That all happened before I started working here. Miss Sakamoto may know something, though. She's been here for ages. Unfortunately, it's already so late. I doubt she's still here. Except she is. She apparently has some work to do. I saw her in the faculty room earlier. Sakamoto, huh? She hates me. I doubt getting info out of her is going to be a simple task. Hey, old man. How about asking Nakamatsu to look into Kashima? He's at the mansion, isn't he? Put him to work. That's certainly a good option. Ada might find some useful information on the internet. I'll call him before we head out. I can contact Ada by selecting Talk while I'm in the infirmary.